Financial Modeling, Topic 3, Section 5. Compute the volatility of a portfolio that combines a risky and risk-free asset. So in our last example, I took 3 risky assets, in other words, non-zero standard deviations, and I combined them, and I had to use that nasty formula, double sum, Wi, Wj, sigma ij. However, if you're going to combine just 2 assets, and one is risky and one is risk-free, life gets easy. The portfolio mean is simply going to be the weighted average, the weight in the risky times the expected return of the risky plus the weight in the risk-free times the expected return of the risk-free. However, the portfolio volatility is not that nasty formula, since the variance of one of the variance and standard deviation of one of the assets is 0. The standard deviation of that portfolio is simply the weight in the risky times the standard deviation of the risky. So for example, if I have a portfolio of stock A, which has a mean of 10 and a volatility of 40%. Sometimes the mean, we use the letter mu. And I want to combine that with a risk-free asset, which has a 0 standard deviation and an expected return of 5%. And I put 60% in A and 40% in this risk-free. The expected return is simply the weighted average. However, the standard deviation of that combined portfolio is simply the weight in the risky, 60%, times the volatility of the risky, 40%, the standard deviation of that combined portfolio of a risky and risk-free asset is simply 24%. So in this topic, we simply computed the volatility of a portfolio that combines a risky and risk-free asset that becomes important in the next topic.